Or they watch the American like remake.
Oh, it's my first.
I'm sorry.
Okay, just hit the top button.
Yep.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. Ready?
He did, let's hear it for the boys.
And then
Oh, sorry. I think normally it's because, like, usually, like, try to get autographs.
Changed. It depended on the director, it depended on the sequence. If they had somebody that Arnold Schwarzenegger, this kind of thing, they couldn't, because it was tongue and the cheekbones, and another guy worked in the eye, and another guy worked in the head. For a couple of years, it didn't last on TV. We were fortunate enough to get Vincent Price. Now, the Crypt Keeper is Marlon Brando, and Streetcar Named electric chair. And they abolished the death penalty. It lasted so long because it was so well put together into it.
So can you totally remind everybody there's no video?
Why would you come back just to see the area?
He's from the West Coast?
I'm from Chicago.
Oh, are you really? To kind of start out.
I didn't make up the words, so he did right, and they, I'm going to say it, I think it's a better written character, so I was lucky, and it just suited me.
All right, we'll stay on Night What He Did for a minute.
Okay.
Do you have any, now you...
Director that sits behind the monitor and mouths the words to everyone.
We got a band and 200 or 300 theaters, and everybody goes and it's free marketing. I'm from the theater, and not really, I'm just kidding, but I was saying what you were doing at the time.
Excellent.
If you saw it, it was actually very funny. But definitely the kind of person that goes his own way, as he's doing now with his. I was 21, and it was the first time Ed Harris was this very esoteric story. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of an, but there's so many more elements to it. Weeks back, and it's funny the way that all came to be, and Roseanne and Sandra Bernhardt were there, and she stood up and she said, I respect so much where you come from. It'll come back into my brain, I swear to you, a secret project, and he couldn't tell me by contract, he wouldn't say. So anyway, I get this opportunity, I auditioned. Because a lot of people obviously see what you're doing, but then you're talking about they want to know who you are. And
when you have no music in the film, it makes you focus, and that makes it even more.
I don't think he did. He didn't pity himself. And giving all the way up to the end.
Yeah.
I did this my first. I know. This is the first time Well, I don't know. Gunner's just not quite. Okay. Rob has telling you about Monster Mania Radio, and we'll get underway.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, check out Monster Mania Radio. It's Dave and myself. We are Let's start this off with some really good questions for the ladies.
It's in license and it's done exclusively. We're making that song. We're making that song. I'm like, Tuesday. Headshot, like I use an acting looks nothing like Alex. So more horror films and things, but I feel like I think because the movie was for the Nancy type characters might be something I've noticed. We came down to the boiler room and it was at an old prison and it was really creepy. It was strapped into the other one. Did you see him in point of view of the camera that was bolted down? So as the camera wrapped around, I would look up and the bed was above me. And we're practicing the scene where I hit Freddie over the head with a coffee pot. I remember when we were shooting the scene in the alley where Freddie comes down and his arms. Joey and I love the Brookies and the insect and just my brain is not working today, so forgive me. But I remember being really creeped out by that. And then the open sores and then the little holes open up the holes. So there you go.
Okay, right back.
Okay. But at the time, he was so involved with his song and there was a lot of kind of, ideas and rejecting them or, keeping them from all sorts of stay to add to the story, like to give it a twist or whatever. There's
It's like you changed him. At least with Freddy, they didn't really change him. You get older, as the serial killer, your eyes go to fade.
A bit jet lagged. I slept 4 hours. Then I went to the gym this morning, like at 7, and I sweated off. Well, in Spain right now, and then enraged and disgusted. For me, it was such a strange experience to work in. It was very interesting to observe. He's very sarcastic and you never know where he's from. I've been doing movies all my life. Like asked me already when I was 5 to be in a movie and my parents helped and I'm very grateful. I think cinema saved my even be here today if it wasn't because of the movie inside each one of us. And 2 movies and this time I won't be acting in it. Like Francois Truffaut used to say, it's a story that oldest was 35, so we were a very young group. So he's, as a producer, and my father, when he read parts of this book, he said he saw a movie that could work, the shots you're going to do, the actors or whatever, that never know what shots you're going to do. Director like Alejandro Jodorowsky, who directed this film, she could definitely be an actress to become this other person, this other person.
How was it like directing Marilyn?
And everything, and I never told her, fuck you! Suck me! I'm shooting the
You didn't curse at him, did you?
Her biggest respect for every director working with me. I fucking I threw a chair and I left the set. She was such a bitch to everyone and the shooting had so much complex to the max. I learned a lot from Terry and a lot of other movies and
We had your dad up in Cherry Hill. Great experience.
love you guys.
I should have just done video because she said sucking cock about 18 cock and then look at the I think I knew your favorite word.